kind of hard to explain. Something very not explainable, not humanic, but the people say, you know, they have mermaid, it's real, but they could tell me I'm superstitious, but I don't think it's a beautiful mermaid, like, you know.
It has now been 4 days since a Florence man disappeared after his boat capsized.
I believe that water mama.
Can you tell me what happened to your husband?
My husband was lost. One of them mermaids then carried here.
Hidden in the waters, mermaids aren't just fairy tales anymore. Creepy mermaids caught on camera prove their existence. From deep ocean encounters with golden-tailed beauties to mermaids swimming in Californian rivers.
Oh my God! What is this?
These sightings will make you believe mermaids exist in reality.
You see that right there? A mermaid. Well, well, well. What do we have here? I'm on another mermaid hunt.
Near Menominee River, a man claimed he had seen mermaids lurking in the water. His friend was not convinced, but he was determined to show him. The man took his friend to the river, and soon they spotted something swimming. It had a fish-like tail and swam gracefully in the fresh river water. It was a real mermaid. After the mermaid swam away, his friend was convinced too. And now he has a video to show it to others. The river showed that mermaids exist in real life and really aren't just a myth.
See that?
What on earth is that?
You see that right there? A mermaid.
Indonesian mermaid. A group of friends set out for fishing on an Indonesian river. From far away, they saw something strange in the water. Golden fins were flapping above the surface. As they got closer, they realized it was a mermaid. Her body was in the water, but her fin-like tail was sticking out. The friends tried to catch the mermaid by setting a trap, but she swam away immediately and hid underwater before they could catch her. The friends were amazed at what they had seen. They never expected to see a real live mermaid on their fishing trip. Merman Lagoon. A girl was exploring a beautiful lagoon when she saw something amazing through her camera lens. The girl started filming that incredible species swimming in the clear waters. And here it was, a merman that seemed happy playing in the water without realizing the girl was there. Its strong, scaly tail pushed it smoothly through the lagoon. With shaky hands, the girl kept her camera rolling to capture all of this unbelievable sight. Seeing the merman in real life proved these creatures from fairy tales exist in hidden spots in nature. Mexican mermaid. Some people in a Mexican village saw a strange thing partially buried in the sand. As they brushed the sand away, they realized it was a lifeless mermaid. She had long green hair like seaweed. Her mouth was open, showing sharp teeth. Instead of legs, she had a large mermaid's tail. The villagers couldn't believe their eyes. The village people knew this was a rare and weird find. They called scientists to come look at the mermaid's body. The scientists were very excited to study the mermaid's remains and started their research on it. Mermaid bones. A relaxing riverside picnic for this family turned out to be the most shocking day of their lives when they accidentally discovered a legendary creature.
Discovery of a mermaid. Let's go. Let's go.
As they were walking along, they noticed something odd sticking out of the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a mermaid?
There's a mermaid.
How do you know?
When they dug a little, they uncovered a bunch of bones. They looked like bones from a mermaid skeleton. The family knew this was an incredible find. They called the local authorities to report the mermaid's bones. Officials promised to send researchers to carefully study those bones. And maybe researchers can finally get answers about whether mermaids existed long ago. Water mama. Jeremy Wade, a famous fish expert, was looking into weird disappearances that may have been caused by a river monster called the water mama. He met a fisherman's wife who shared a chilling tale of her late husband.
My husband was lost as he was disappeared going up the river. I believe that water mama has took him away.
According to her, the water mama is a pale humanoid creature with a fishtail and long hair, known for pulling fishermen underwater.
Like a fish tail, and they have long hair, white people's skin.
The water mama was the reason behind her husband's disappearance. Authorities took action to find him, but they couldn't locate the fisherman. All that was found was his boat containing the clothes he'd been wearing and everything he'd taken with him, all left on board. Resort Mermaid. The Bluestone National Park Resort in Wales shared an interesting video online. It showed something in the water that looked mostly like a fish, but its upper body resembled a person with wet hair. People saw this weird sight and claimed it to be a mermaid. Before anyone could get a clear shot of the creature, it hid back underwater, leaving onlookers amused by this rare sighting. Discapa Lagoon Mystery. A boy passionate about photography went to capture Discapa Lagoon in Nicaragua. It was a normal day, but then something strange happened. He heard a man shouting, "There's a weird creature in the lake." He reached there and turned his camera towards the unknown creature. It looked like a scary mermaid that wanted to tell him something, or was just making them scared not to capture her existence. Soon after, the mermaid went back under the water from the wooden pier, leaving both the guys in shock. Mermaid in cenote. Deep in the crystal clear waters of Cenote Cave near Cancun, Mexico, a diver made an incredible encounter that he'd never imagined. With a camera in hand, the diver dove into the underwater paradise. Suddenly, he spotted something that appeared to be a girl with long, flowing hair gracefully swimming ahead of him. As he approached closer, his eyes widened in disbelief that instead of legs, she had a magnificent fish-like tail. It was a real-life mermaid, a creature straight out of fairy tales. He began to chase after the mermaid to capture her on camera, but she swam away swiftly, disappearing into the depths of the cenote. This remarkable discovery added undeniable proof to the long-debated existence of mermaids and proved that mermaids do exist in reality. Scary mermaid. A young boy was exploring a quiet, lonely beach and got a big scare. He was walking along the shore when he noticed something dark lying still in the sand. It was far away from him, and only the sounds of eagles filled the air. As he got closer, he could see it was a body. Curious, the boy reached there to touch it. But as soon as he touched it, the body suddenly jumped up. It was a mermaid with wild eyes and a mean look in her face. He didn't stick around any longer and ran away as fast as his legs could take him, terrified of the scary mermaid that had suddenly come alive on that lonely beach. Puerto Rico Lake. In 2018, a group of friends were on vacation at the Isabela Canals in Puerto Rico. They were having fun passing through the canal. A girl among them got her camera to take pictures of the nice scenery. But then they saw a strange species swimming under the water following their tour. It looked like some kind of a weird mermaid. All the tourists whispered and tried to guess what it could have been. Locals said it must be a mutant mermaid that lives in the waters. Suddenly, the creature went deeper and disappeared. The tourists caught the whole thing on their video. While scary in the moment, the possibility of a real mermaid had lots of people debating what it could be. Greenland mermaid. On March 6, 2013, two divers went deep inside the dark Greenland coast in a submarine to capture videos of marine life. Suddenly, something strange appeared on the submarine's glass. A webbed hand pressed against the glass, scaring the divers. When they looked closely, they saw shining eyes. That proved it was not a mere fish or a diver, and then realized they actually met a mermaid. The mermaid stared at the divers for a few seconds as if studying them. Then she swam away into the dark waters, leaving the divers in shock. San Clemente mermaids. In the San Clemente River of California, An unbelievable sight was captured by a drone that changed a myth into reality. As the drone flew over the river, it captured hundreds of humanoid figures swimming beneath the surface. They appeared to have fish-like tails instead of legs. Their movements resembled human arms paddling through the water, but they were actually an entire colony of mermaids. The existence of mermaids was not deniable at the San Clemente River. When the viral video was shared online, people were amazed to see proof that mermaids actually exist. Mermaid at Philippines. On a sunny day at the beach in General Santos City of Philippines, beachgoers saw something they couldn't believe. They spotted something unusual swimming. It looked like a combination of both human and fish. It had a golden tail that shimmered in the water. Everyone got super excited when they realized it was a mermaid. They took out their cameras and phones to take pictures and videos of the incredible sight. When the videos and photos were shared online, they caused a lot of excitement. Marine biologists became very interested to learn more about the mermaids in the ocean. Nicaraguan lake mermaid. Lake Xolotlan, a rare freshwater lake in Nicaragua, is home to many marine species. Passing by this lake a few years back, a young guy witnessed a strange mutated species on the wooden pier at the shore. He quickly zoomed in on his digital camera and was astonished. It was a mermaid trying to get back into the water with the help of its fishtail and arms of a human. For those who think mermaids are a myth, this video not only proves their existence, but also shows that mermaids can live in freshwater lakes, not just the ocean. Maybe the strong lake currents had washed the mermaid onto the shore. Whatever the reason, this guy was lucky to see a real mermaid so close. Rare mermaid.
This is a merman in Banff.
A group of people went to a museum in Banff, Canada. They saw something really strange that made them think of fairy tales. They spotted something that was half human and half fish, with hollow eyes, dog paws, and visible teeth. The guide at the museum told them it was a very rare mermaid caught from the seas. Seeing the ancient mermaid made them think about all the mysteries under the ocean that they just didn't know about yet.
She's got teeth. She's got, like, dog paws.
Atlantic mermaid. While exploring the deep Atlantic Ocean, a team of marine experts made a very strange and surprising discovery. They were investigating weird wounds found on sharks. To get a better look underwater, they sent down a remote-controlled camera robot. As it was recording footage, the experts saw something shocking on the video, which looked like an aquatic humanoid. The strange sighting made them wonder, was it really a mermaid? Or was it some kind of ghostly being haunting the ocean and hurting marine life? As they continued studying the weird video, the true nature of this underwater mystery was clear. Yes, it was a real mermaid. Beach mermaid. On a dark night at the beach, something strange caught everyone's attention. People started gathering near the shore. They were whispering and talking about seeing a real-life mermaid in the water. More and more people came to the beach, and to their amazement, there was indeed a mermaid lying on the sand, flapping her tail. The beach guards arrived in no time and blocked off the area. They covered the mermaid's upper body with a piece of cloth. After inspecting the mermaid, the guards decided it needed to be protected. They carefully moved the mermaid onto a stretcher and shifted it to a safe location for further study and care. Ocean diver. A diver exploring the deep ocean went deeper, carrying a camera to take pictures of the marine life. As he looked around, he saw an amazing sight. A mermaid was swimming right towards him. He didn't move at all so that the mermaid wouldn't realize someone was there. He watched as the beautiful mermaid glided gracefully through the water. Holding very still, the diver kept his camera ready to capture this unbelievable moment. The mermaid came closer and closer, proving that even extraordinary things like mermaids might really exist in the ocean's depths. Mermaid on seashore. Something very strange washed up on a beach in South Sulawesi, Indonesia, leaving the locals shocked. People at the beach saw a body of what looked like a rare fish or a real live mermaid that washed onto the shore. Her distinct body and long tail showed it was actually a mermaid. Worried people wanted to rescue and protect it. To figure out the actual mermaid from the old tales, its body was carefully taken away to be examined by experts. Ukunda mermaid. In the small town of Ukunda, near a river, many people have gathered around to look at an amazing sight. A black mermaid was lying still on the shore. It seemed the water had washed her up there while she was sleeping. People couldn't believe their eyes. They reached out to touch the mermaid, making sure she was real. The mermaid was moving while keeping her eyes closed, not realizing all the fuss she was causing. Excited onlookers took pictures and videos to have proof of this incredible discovery. More and more people hurried over after hearing about the mythical being. Local authorities were alerted and took control of the situation, relocating the mermaid to a secure facility for examination by experts to determine its authenticity. Israeli mermaid. In the waters of Israel's ocean, while standing on a cliff overlooking the waters, two friends spotted an incredible sight on a rock from a distance. It appeared to be a mermaid with long flowing hair and a fish-like long tail. The mermaid sensed their gaze and turned to look directly at them. Immediately, they caught a glimpse of its mysterious features before it slid swiftly off the rock on its belly and disappeared back into the ocean's depths. The two friends stood frozen, utterly amazed after witnessing a real-life mermaid.
What is that? Oh my God! What is that?
Sri Lankan beach. On a sandy beach in Sri Lanka, people noticed an odd creature lying upside down, all tied up in ropes. As they got closer, they realized it looked like a mermaid. The mermaid seemed distressed and was making spooky, scary noises that gave people chills. Some brave people untied the ropes of the mermaid. After being freed, the mermaid tried to swim back into the water, but that did not happen, and it just kept making those creepy sounds. News of the mermaid sighting quickly spread, and a crowd began to gather at the beach. People felt scared and worried that the mermaid was an omen of bad things coming. Fiji mermaid. Let's explore the Harvard Fiji mermaid displayed at a museum. Museum records show a sea captain in Boston got a mermaid from Japanese sailors, claiming it was real. After the captain's passing, his son sold the strange creature to Moses Kimball. Kimball was amazed, so he asked his friend P.T. Barnum to help show the mermaid to people. They told everyone it was a real wonder, and experts who looked at the Harvard Fiji mermaid said it was no trick, but an actual deceased mermaid. It just reminds us that the deep oceans still have unbelievable secrets hidden away. Florida River. Just when you thought mermaids were only myths, a shocking discovery happened that shattered everything we knew. Someone was filming a video on a beach in Florida when his camera captured a strange thing on the shore that the ocean had thrown outside. When he went closer, he saw the lifeless body of what appeared to be a mermaid with golden hair. Experts were called, and after looking closely, they said it was a real mermaid. Finding a real mermaid shocked everyone, and the experts took that mermaid with them to display it to the public. Ocean mermaid. A sailor was out on the open ocean when he witnessed something unbelievable. A strange creature that looked just like a mermaid. It was gliding through the water right alongside a group of real dolphins. He filmed the video, which went viral online as people tried to figure out what that thing could possibly be. As quickly as it appeared, the mermaid-like creature vanished from sight, leaving the sailor curious. While the video doesn't fully explain the phenomenon, it does make you wonder, did that sailor come across a mermaid in the vast, mysterious ocean? Freaky mermaid. During a normal day of fishing at the sea, a fisherman pulled up his net to find the strangest creature inside. It had a creepy, alien-like face, but also a long mermaid tail instead of a human body. Scientists studied it and decided this must be some kind of mermaid that never fully formed right. Since the weird mermaid thing was so freaky and interesting, local officials put it on display at the town's museum. Now everyone can go see evidence that maybe mermaids did really exist long ago. Ocean paddleboarding. A group of friends were out paddleboarding in the ocean, enjoying the sunny weather and calm waters. When they stopped for a while in the water, they saw something unbelievable. A real mermaid swimming nearby. They couldn't believe their eyes as they watched the mermaid gliding through the waves. Excitedly, they tried to get closer for a better look. But before they could reach that mermaid, it dove back underwater and disappeared. Though their encounter was brief, the paddleboarders were left in curiosity, wondering if they had truly seen a creature straight from fairy tales, or if their eyes had only played tricks on them. Great Yarmouth. At Great Yarmouth Beach, someone found what looked like a dead mermaid washed up on the sands. The waves kept washing over its body. It was all black, with a scary skull and big, wide-open black eyes. This wasn't the pretty mermaid from stories. It was much creepier. Experts came to take the mermaid's body away. They wanted to study it closely and see how its insides compared to human organs. This weird discovery helped them learn mermaids really exist. Mermaid mystery.
We have been told a possibility is that there may be mermaids in this area.
A family was enjoying the beach picnic when they noticed something strange moving in the water. They were surprised, and soon they discovered it was a mermaid.
Right there, we've got a sighting, possible mermaid sighting.
Not wanting to scare the mermaid, they stayed very still and very quiet. They watched in wonder as the mermaid swam gracefully through the river. After a while, the mermaid disappeared back into the depths of the river, returning to its mysterious underwater world.
And it's gone. That's unbelievable. We just got here to this place.
The family was left with an incredible story to tell, and memories of a magical encounter they'd never forget. Mermaid in garbage. Imagine cleaning up a beach and suddenly spotting a mermaid in the trash. It actually happened. Volunteers were working hard to remove rubbish and plastic from Kuta Beach when they found a mermaid dressed in a blue suit with red hair lying among the garbage. At first, they thought it was just a costume, but then the mermaid moved. The volunteers carefully freed the aquatic being, and it swam back into the ocean happy and healthy. This made everyone realize how trash can hurt even the amazing creatures living under the waves. Mermaid in Hawaii. Two scuba divers exploring the waters of Waikiki Beach, Hawaii, had an encounter they'd never forget. As the divers swam through the clear blue waters, they suddenly saw two figures with long, blonde hair gliding gracefully nearby. These weren't ordinary swimmers. They had shimmery tails. The divers watched the scene curiously as the two mermaids playfully swam around, their golden hair floating like seaweed. Before the divers could get closer, the mermaids noticed them and disappeared into the depths. This magical encounter left the divers wondering about the secrets hidden beneath the Hawaiian waves. Golden Mermaid. A group of people visiting a lake near the Israeli coast saw something weird swimming underwater. When they looked closer, they realized it was like nothing they'd ever seen before. It had a golden head and long appendages attached to its bizarre body. Since its features didn't resemble any known ones, the onlookers named it as a mermaid that looked kind of like an alien. News of the alien-like mermaid spread fast, drawing curious onlookers and researchers alike to the lake. The researchers were eager to study this unusual creature, wondering if it might be a new species or a result of genetic mutation. Whatever its origin, the Israeli mermaid became a sensation. Mallorca mermaid. On October 20th, 2013, tourists from Bolivia were boating near Mallorca, Spain. The sea was surrounded by beautiful mountains. Suddenly, they saw something amazing, a blue mermaid swimming in the water. The mermaid looked tired and climbed onto a nearby rock to rest. The tourists couldn't believe their eyes and quickly took out their cameras. As the boat moved on, the blue mermaid stayed on the rock, sunbathing. The tourists left with an incredible story and photos to prove it. The Blue Mermaid of Mallorca became a local legend that day. Indian mermaid. Indian fishermen pulled up their nets and found something weird that left everyone scratching their heads. It didn't look like any normal fish, but a real mermaid. That mermaid had an unusual body, a tail, and a head with a big, human-like stomach. The fishermen tied it to a box to display it at a museum. Many people came to look at this odd being, wondering what it might be. The fishermen knew this was a special find, so they gave the mermaid to scientists to study. The scientists were excited to learn more about this odd creature. As they started to study it, people talked about what other strange things might be living in the ocean. Hurricane mermaid. After a strong hurricane in Florida, where people went back to the beach, they saw what looked like a lifeless mermaid washed up on the sand. It had a body like a human on top and a long, scaly tail like a fish. News spread fast, and many people came to see this amazing sight. When scientists came to look at the purported mermaid, they found out it was actually a rare mermaid that lives very deep in the ocean. The hurricane had brought it to the beach. After studying it and taking pictures, the scientists carefully put that mermaid back into the sea. Blonde mermaid. An early morning jog turned into an amazing discovery when a boy saw something magical on the beach.
Hey, what is that?
It was a creature that looked like a cross between a fish and a human. Identified as a mermaid, the creature had blonde hair and looked old and big.
Oh my god!
Its tail was bright blue. The boy took out his phone to record this unbelievable sight. Before the boy could get closer, the mermaid flapped its blue tail and disappeared into the waves. He was left standing there, amazed at what he had seen. 300-year-old mermaid. It was sometime between 1736 and 1741 when a fisherman caught a strange creature and sold it to an affluent family. Since then, the creepy figure, which looked more like a mummified mermaid, has been worshipped due to its medicinal properties. The haunting remains kind of resemble a gruesome amalgam of a monkey's torso sewed onto a fish's tail, potentially embellished with hair and nails from a human. This mythical creature was measured around 12 inches long and has been kept inside a box at a temple in Okayama Prefecture. Researchers still don't know exactly how the mermaid ended up inside the temple and are still investigating the origin of this nightmarish stuff. Dirty lake mystery. Some friends were exploring the jungle when they saw a mermaid swimming in a dirty lake. Excited, they tried to catch it, even throwing sticks at it, but the mermaid was too quick. One boy even fell into the lake trying to grab it and had to be rescued by his friends. After many failed attempts, the group gave up and left, knowing they couldn't catch the mermaid. Later, wildlife officials heard about the strange sighting and went to investigate, but couldn't find anything. The friends' wild adventure had led to a scientific mystery that experts were now eager to solve. Koh Mook mystery. At Koh Mook Beach Resort, a drone flying over the water caught an amazing sight. It filmed a creature that looked just like a mermaid. The lower half of its body had a fish-like tail, just like in the fairy tales. The mermaid was doing incredible acrobatic moves with its fins, surprising everyone who saw the footage. The drone video went viral, leaving people wondering just what they had seen. Now, more and more people visit the resort, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mermaid. Brazilian merman. While enjoying the sunset at Saquarema Beach in Brazil, beachgoers witnessed something straight out of a fantasy movie.
Ai, meu Deus, o que é aquilo? O que é aquilo? Meu Deus, é uma sereia.
A man was seen casually swimming, but before he could disappear completely, his fish-like tail emerged, leaving onlookers surprised. He was gliding up and down in the water, sunbathing in the warm sun rays. The beachgoers couldn't believe their luck and quickly grabbed their cameras to capture this incredible sight. The merman seemed to enjoy the attention, continuing his playful swim in full view of the excited crowd. The merman became an instant local celebrity, with people hoping he might return for another sunny day visit. Blue Lagoon Mermaid. A drone flying over a beautiful blue lagoon filmed an incredible sight. A blue mermaid was swimming peacefully in the crystal clear water. With no one around to disturb her, the mermaid glided gracefully through the lagoon. Her movements were so smooth and elegant, it almost looked like she was dancing through the water. The mermaid's drone footage went viral on social media, showcasing the stunning beauty of the hidden lagoon and the mysterious wonders that might be found in hidden natural spaces. It's time for today's open discussion. A family's museum trip took a terrifying turn when their child discovered something unimaginable that appeared in a shadowy tank. The child excitedly pointed at a large glass container and called his parents closer.
There's something there.
A webbed hand slammed against the glass. A creepy alien-like face emerged from the murky water, its eyes fixed on the stunned family. It was a mermaid hidden inside. Frozen in shock, the family stared back at the creepy mermaid and believed mermaids do exist. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos.